hour. There we go. Hey, welcome everybody.
Welcome back.
We've finally made it. It is 4 o'clock and it's the medal round. Gold, silver, and bronze will be played for right now. We'll have 8 teams out there. We'll have a gold and silver game for the men, a gold and silver game for the women, a bronze game for the men, and a bronze game for the women. With that bronze game for the women, that will be Mandy Hampton out of the Madison Curling Club, facing Cynthia Smith from the Denver Curling Club. And the men's bronze will be Justin McBride out of the Hollywood Curling Club, and far below out of the St. Paul Curling Club. Women's gold, hotly contested matchup. I'm anticipating that'll be Politano out of the Ardsley Curling Club, the at-large bid in the competition, versus Ann Swisshelm out of the Detroit Curling Club. I know there's a big crowd out there in Detroit, so get ready to cheer them on. And then the feature sheet will be sheet C. That'll be Corey Ward from the Eau Claire Curling Club, Wisconsin State Curling Association representative, versus Elliot Mansell, former winner here at the USA Curling Nationals. So, you know, it's going to be exciting. We're looking forward to first rocks. I see a couple going out. I'm Steve O'Keefe.
I'm Chris Horak. I'll be with you for the play-by-play here, backing up Steve.
Yeah, so we got Corey, a hometown, not necessarily hometown, but a home state team versus a former winner of the USA Curling Club Nationals.
These are both very good teams. Corey Ward, former junior national competitor on the men's side over the past years, playing against Mansell's team, which is, as Steve said, the returning champion or defending champion.
Well, almost. They won, last year was Arizona.
Oh.
But in the past, Elliot has won, I think maybe 3 years ago.
Okay. He's got a former junior competitor I know fairly well, Aaron Johnston. Curler on the left there with you see his broom picked up. On the Denver team. A lot of familiar faces if you've been around any of the national competitions in men's, women's, juniors over the last 15, 20 years. A lot of familiar faces and names here. So Corey Ward looking for his second rock coming down the sheet here. Looking to take out the Mansell rock on the top of the 1 foot. Or just draw it. He's got a pretty tight broom there, fairly quick stone. Looking to bump that back. Pick it off the 1 foot, make it a little more accessible if they don't get it all the way out. Just got to clear their own guard. And ticks the guard, but rolls both the shooter and the guard on the house. So that could bode well for him later in the end. Mansell has the hammer for the end, the last stone. Held by most as a big advantage to have that last shot to determine the outcome.
I do have to say the Mansell rink definitely wins the Rock in the Mustache Award this week. Very good looking stashes.
Rock in the stash. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know we had a competition for that. I have to work on that.
I made it up, Chris. I made it up.
Okay. Rock in the stash.
Both of these teams were 5-0 in the round robin. Did not have to play a tiebreaker, so this is their 7th game.
Ward's third rock of the end here. Looking to try and pick this yellow off again. Mansell's give you a stone, picked off the red rock that was sitting on the side of the house. And Ward makes a shot, but rolls to a neutral area of the back of the house. Non-scoring.
You like a clean end in the first end, Chris?
I do. These two teams hadn't played. They came out of 2 separate pools, so they haven't seen each other through the competition. This is their first meeting, and you want to get a feel for the team, what their strategy is, where are their strengths, where are their weaknesses. Hopefully you can work on those weaknesses and score a few points. But yeah, keeping it clean, first couple ends. Don't let anybody build anything big. Want to make the mid-game break with a tight game, giving yourself a good opportunity to set up a better end late in the game and possibly put it away after that. Not to say I wouldn't take a big end early, but I don't think we're going to see that from either one of these two teams. They're both highly productive teams. They can generate some takeouts when they need to. They're going to generate some points. But I think they're going to give a couple ends here before we start to see them develop a lot of rocks in play.
Sure.
So plays his fourth rock of the end, looking to draw to the wing. Takes a little more broom there. Corey Ward looking over his shoulder, trying to get a read on the ice. Ice changes just ever slightly when it's reshaven and repebbled for each draw.
Well, and you bring up a great point. All week, the competitors have been playing with the USCA competition stones. They were textured prior to the event. The event began, with 7 feet of swing, fast ice. Tempered a little bit. We're down to maybe 5.5 feet of curl.
Yep, we saw it pick up a little bit in the last game. Whether it's the outside temperature influencing it a little bit, here we're strong 5.5.
Maybe on a good curl, maybe 6.
Good curl, maybe 6. We'll see how it plays out as the pebble wears down. Ice wears in a little bit, gets a little bit quicker. Sometimes you lose some of that. You lose some of the curl as the ice gets faster. It doesn't have the resistance to curl quite as much. But that hasn't been too much of a problem. Like I said, the National Ice Crew taking wonderful care of our ice here. And once again, using the Curling Association stones.
I want to welcome everyone on the stream. Let us know that you're here. Let us know who you're cheering for. It always keeps us on our toes. We'll check that chat. We'll recognize you guys. We know that you'd love to be here, but maybe you can't. So we'll try to make you as close to the action as possible.
And Steve does a great job of keeping updated on the other sheets, not just our stream sheet, between end breaks to make sure your scores are updated. If you're cheering for one of the other games going on right now, the women's gold or the men's bronze or women's bronze.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. My goal is to beat Jim Wendling entering his numbers into the curling zone. So good chance you're going to get the scores before you see him on curling zone.
Yeah.
Do my best.
We're live. He's live, but curling zone can be finicky sometimes.
Usually blame human error on that, but
well, it could be.
It's just me.
I don't know. I've seen some people post things and gone looking for them, and they don't pop up right away sometimes. But that could be there again, human error.
Sometimes it's just hard to find things on curling zone. There's so much stuff on curling zone. Not that that's bad, but there's a lot of stuff.
Mansell looking to take this rock out with the third's final stone of the first end. Laying outside in here. I believe he's going to probably try and maybe roll to the center here. And Johnson throwing a stone here. They are sweeping hard, the mustache men.
Rocking some socks there too,
yeah.
Stars and Stripes.
Is that Mario in there?
Luigi wears green, Chris.
Luigi, oh, okay, Luigi. I'm sorry, I'm behind on that.
Yeah, well,
behind the curve.
Everyone knows that.
Well, I hope you people out there are enjoying our broadcast. We try to bring you as much quality information as long as a little bit of levity from time to time. Hope you, if you have any questions regarding the game and how it's played or certain strategy we may have pointed out versus what they actually played, shoot us a text, give us some media chatter, and see what we come back with. We'll definitely try and answer for you. So Corey Ward throwing a hit on this yellow rock, middle of the 8-foot on the tee. It's looking like it's shaping up for a blank end at this point. hit and roll right to the side of the 1. Mansell's going to play hit on the salsa, I would imagine. I'm assuming he's probably going to hit this with his first stone. He's going to hit and roll out. Make Corey Ward draw the house, and then he'll shoot him out again.
A question in the chat, is the women's game being streamed? No, we can only stream one sheet at a time, and so we chose the men's gold. The women are right next to them, so I'll keep everyone updated as much as I can on that. We tried to give everyone at least an opportunity to be a feature during the week. I think we did pretty good. Couldn't get everyone though.
And we were fortunate to be able to pick up the women's games this morning on the tiebreakers, and we've got to. They played in this morning, played pretty hard, get into that to the tiebreak games and into the semifinals, and we did stream.
The women
multiple bonus games here.
The women are playing their 8th game. They both were involved in the tiebreakers this morning at 8 o'clock. So they're seasoned already today.
Both teams have been playing really solid this morning. Looking for some very, very exciting curling out of everybody here for the finals. And Ward's shot comes down and takes that stone out. And Mansell will have the same shot pretty much he had earlier to take this rock out. I believe he will roll out with this.
You don't think you'd just take his 1? You'd rather see him
nope,
take the hammer?
I think they're going to probably blank this end, just unless unfortunately he gets a little extra curl or something than what they're anticipating, because I believe they're going to want to get a multiple with the hammer. 2 or a 3.
Definitely strategy that you see at higher levels.
A lot of times when you club curling, you just want to get some points.
I'll take that 1. Give it to me. You have to make the shot, though. Here's a hit and a...
Oh, they're sweeping, trying to get that rock out, and...
a force.
Ooh, he ended up with 1, and guys were really working on that one. They wanted to get it out, and they're kind of smiling at each other, chuckling. They couldn't quite sweep it out. Skip, sorry about that.
Yeah, so Mansell, the hammer takes 1 on a force. So after 1, Mansell 1, Ward coming up with second end. And the hammer.
That end played out pretty quickly. A lot of takeouts there. The other ends are just finishing up here, working on the skip stones.
A lot of rocks on the Politano Swiss Helm rink sheet. Quite a few over in the Hampton Smith game. You see more yellow back there.
Yeah, there's the Hampton Smith on our overhead.
Yeah, lots of yellow. So Hampton Smith, that would be Hampton has yellow. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yellow, I believe, scored 1
Smith.
in.
Smith with hammer, so this could be hammer. No, that's not right. What happened here? Smith has red. Hampton has yellow. Looking to cut them down. So anyway, while we wait, instead of all of us chattering without you guys understanding what's going on, we're hanging a red on sheet B. That would be Smith takes 1 over Hampton, so she did cut her down. And then on men's bronze, we're looking at Farbelo scoring 1 over McBride. So McBride will take the hammer in the second end. And we're still waiting for Politano and Swiss Helm. finish their first end.
Back to our feature sheet. Mansell's second stone of the end. Playing the takeout on the red stone. I believe we're going to have a fairly low scoring game on this. Unless they start piling some guards out front and throwing around. Might see that. See how aggressive they want to be. Shot made there. Ward come down, going to try and take the stone out. Might want to try and move out of that spot, give them something different to look at. Got a little bit over curl there. Rock slides to the side. Gives Mansell a different spot on the ice to try and call. Not everything travels exactly the same when you're on curling ice. Sometimes you think it's going to be the same all the way across the sheet, and you get spots that will curl farther and curl more. They're working really hard on this one.
Oh yeah. Heads down. Oh, slow it up a little. Now they look up.
Nose hit, almost nose. Rolled a little inside. Ward gonna call a different weight call, I believe. He is playing the hit, obviously. Looks like they're gonna go for a measure on that sheet for Politano.
Nope.
So nope. We agreed.
Agreed on something. I'm not sure what yet. Official grabs the score card and hangs it yellow, which would be Swiss Helm.
Okay.
Swiss Helm 1, Politano 0 after 1. Politano had the hammer. So that was a steal.
So Ward's team makes a fairly straight pass, leaves the rock, their rock, top of the house after the hit on the yellow. Looking for a little straightening sweep here, and what do it's look like it has to curl some. Hit and roll out now. Corey Ward looking to throw up a corner guard, I believe. Draw over the 8-foot on the to his left, our right. Try and build something up, put a little wall up, some blocks, guards, whatever you call them. They are nuisance rocks for the other team. They get in the way. Looks like this one's going to slip into the 12-foot. Mansell's going to go after it. One thing you'll see on these outside shots like this, a lot of times you'll see the men play the outsides and the women will play the inside. It's just a matter of how they throw the stone. A little more competitive teams tend to play on the outside.
Biter.
A small bite there, a little nip on the outside. It's hanging on the edge. Cornerwood's going to play the hit and roll. Someone's probably going to want to roll in at least maybe a foot. So we'll see where the Spencer's first rock in the third position. Fifth rock of the end for red.
Commentary so far is pretty evenly matched between Elliott, Mansell, and Corey Ward. Fair amount each of supporters out there, including one from, where did I see that? from Mexico. Zach Legacy. My Spanish is horrible. It looks like Tomos in Mexico. But apparently it's not just hot, it's hot, hot.
Hot, hot. Okay. Well, Ward made the hit, stuck outside the circles. It was red, left it on the top corner there. And Mansell's going to try and draw around it, hide behind it. Looked like he was almost trying to take it out, make it harder to hit. Or put it in a position where if they don't hit it perfectly, the shot rock will roll with it and roll out.
Well, Ward's calling on his Vice to come down and sit on it.
Yep, not playing a hit here.
If he's successful, he'd give him count.
Oh, the sweeper's telling him it's plenty of weight holding out the hands.
They are. I don't know if
And now they're trying to
if they can
sweep
make
for a
something
little.
happen with it, or are we going to slide by? What's going to happen here?
Looks like we're going to slide by.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that was almost half weight. Erroneous throw by the third there for Ward. Looking for a draw and did not.
Threw it right out of the sweeper's hands.
Yep, did not involve his team members. Give him a chance at even sweeping it a little bit.
Seen a lot of great team shots, and what do we mean by that, Chris?
Well, when you get a good team shot, you've got to skip the called the right ice, the right amount of ice, and called the right amount of weight. You've got a person throwing the stone that threw a good stone that threw into the sweepers and gave the sweepers a chance. Maybe threw a little bit lighter, but hit the broom, and the sweepers read the weight, swept the rock, got off the rock, made sure that,
Communication, yeah.
yep, a lot of communication on that, and made sure that they made a really good shot. We're all having a little bit of input into it. Those team shots really bring the team together. When you're doing that, everybody's participating. Everybody's making a positive impact on the game. Mansell's team here curls around that redstone and sets up two. Oh, it's going to get interesting here. One guard kind of hanging on the outside edge of the circle, and Corey Ward's looking at this going, wow, how did we get in this pickle? They're sitting two, and we've got a hammer. We're going to draw down in here and make it worth our while, hopefully. So Ward's first of two, Mansell's first rock played already. Corey Ward with the hammer. Some of the graphic there. Ward's team showing that they were 6-0.
Well, they're including. Well, they didn't play tiebreaker. They're including the semifinals.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, they are working this one. They are working this hard. They've been moving fast. It's almost going sideways. They are going to clear the red, but they're going to hit that yellow. And
it counts
I
still.
believe they're sitting count.
Yeah, so it worked out. When we say they, we're going to refer to our tech guys at Wausau Area Access Media, our streaming partners. They make everything look good on your laptops, on your cast to your TV, however you might be watching it, your phone. All the graphics, all the video, all the camera work, all taken care of by them. We supply voices
And opinions that are not always
that are not mine.
that are not always in agreement with what's going on with the team on this ice. But there are our opinions, and we do represent those, but no one other than ourselves. So yellow looks like it's gonna. I'm talking about this quite a bit. We'll talk about where they want to place their other stone, and whether or not they are count. It's really close on the measure there. I would bet for that red that they just threw, and the yellow in the back of the house. So first stone for Mansell. Going to split the house. Going to sit on the tee line on the opposite side. Make it so you can't hit both rocks or all three rocks out. But, right now, Corey Ward looks like looking at every rock there. He's scanning things, seeing how things are looking.
This is the 7th game for these teams. They had no tiebreakers involved on the men's side, so they had the 8 o'clock draw off. They're hammering this hard. Coming out of the house to sweep as well. It is very light.
I think there was only a takeout over on this side of the sheet, maybe two. Ooh.
Okay, so Ward.
As Ward takes a look at this rock, and he's going to say, what do you think, third? Do we have a stone here? Are we sitting one, or are we sitting two? Second count or first count? Oh, it looks like they might even play this rock back into the yellow.
That would be. That's
what it looks like they're looking at, unless they just straight up draw. Oh, they're going over on that side of the house.
Oh boy, interesting. Or are they just? Are they actually doing that?
Oh no, he's not getting up, unless he's just drawn to the 1 foot.
We'll know in turn. Oh yeah.
I believe he's just drawn to the 1 foot. Drawn to anything.
Playing on that side.
Anything on the 8 foot, he's playing away from his stone.
Well, the rocks, yeah.
He's curling away from his stone. In our opinion, our perspective, he's curling from our left to right as the rock comes into the house. And he's looking for anything to outcount his red stone. Looks like they're waiting for it to settle in here. And I believe we're going to get a measure for number 2. Oh, right to the tee. Look at that. Wow, barely touched. Beautiful shot by
Cover
Corey
the pin.
Ward. No pressure there.
Wonder if he threw the LSD.
Yeah, there you go. So 1 going to be measuring for 2. Thirds take a look again. I believe they're going to have an official over to measure that. Yep, calling for the technical timeout and measure. So we'll have a little break in the action while the officials bring over a measuring stick, measuring device.
And while that's happening, we do have some ends finishing up, waiting for some scores to post. We do have saw a hammer go by in the men's bronze. So we'll wait to see what that was. That game is Justin McBride out of Hollywood versus Far Below out of nearby St. Paul. It's about 2 hours and a half from us in Wausau. Oh, it's a blank in the second end. In the men's bronze game, so McBride and Far Below blank that. So they'll carry that over into the third with Far Below leading 1-0.
Our measuring device consists of a dial indicator attached to that long arm coming down to touch the striking band on the curling stone. It has a little ball bearing or wheel on the end pointing at yellow.
Oh,
and
wow.
The kick in of the yellow is the... Yeah, didn't see the arm move very far when he came around to the red stone. So, 1 for Ward. And 1 for Mansell in the previous end. So all knotted up 1-1 after 2. We'll take a short break between the ends here and get back in the action here in about a minute.
And moving right along, start of the third. These are 8-end games, so at the 4th end break, the teams will take a short, what's a 5-minute break.
5-minute break.
They'll snack up, power up, rest up, whatever they need to do, and get back at it. And they're hanging the point for Ward, so that it's an official now, 1-1. Still waiting on our women's gold.
Corey Ward, Elliot Mansell down there talking, chatting a little bit between ends, and both smiling and laughing. Things are light. Not too serious at a 1-1 tie. So Ward gives up the hammer, Mansell takes the hammer, and it will have the last rock in the 3rd end. Ward's team working hard here, got it over the hog line, gonna try and pull that rock as close as they can to the circles without getting it on. And keep it on the center line to keep that center line tick rolling for us.
I can tell you that right now, Politano has a shot for 5.
Thank you, Jim Wendling, for that high 5.
And she just released. The sweepers are saying no sweep needed. Not sure what she's actually called here, but if she nestles in where she wants, she will score 5.
Looks like a draw. Going around the top guard. Into the 4.
Nestled under her pile. Does she get a
And
rub?
no rub.
But does she need it?
Yes, nope.
No.
Nope, she got it.
Got her 5.
Wow.
So Ardsley will be happy.
Well, the train is still running from Ardsley to Wausau right now.
Politano answers with 5 in the 2nd end to go up 5-1 over Ann Swisshelm.
Wow. And that is on the gold women's game.
It is the women's gold and silver game.
I want to keep you guys up to date on the interweb here. So Mansell followed Ward down, drew the top of the 1 foot. Ward came down, drew around, kicked that rock back and split out a little bit to the side. And Mansell's going to go after that red stone. And gets a roll to the 12 foot, spreads his rocks out.
Executed nicely. One more update. Cynthia Smith stole in the 2nd end, 1 point. So she's leading right now 2-0 over Mandy Hampton and the Madison Curling Club out of Wisconsin. So Mandy will retain the hammer, looking to get on the board.
Ward's 3rd rock of the end, looking to take that rock off the outside 12. Possible roll back 4 here.
A lot of speed on that one.
Right
Oh,
over to
look
the
at
other
this
rock. Bonus for a double. Nice roll.
Crosshouse double.
Called, made, swept. That would be what we call a team rock. Thrower believed in the broom. Skip called the shot, had him sweep it till it hit. Then the skip swept the rock across the house to the other stone.
I call it an awesome shot. They're sitting 1
Yes,
now.
sir. Like we said, we're going to probably see some fireworks today. The doubles are the name of the game.
Politano team just on fire. They had they started slow against Segovia. That was a game they lost. Not sure really what happened, what went wrong, but otherwise after that game, they came back and had to play Segovia again. Took care of business there. They're just a young team that showed a lot of happiness and fun out on the ice, and it's paying dividends in scores for sure. This was actually not a steal. They were steal maniacs, I guess you'd call them, in their last 2 games.
Thieves in the daytime, no thieves in the night.
Zachy Magic, I guess, is what that shot was.
Here comes Ward playing down to the yellow rock in the back of the house. Following him in here. Oh, and just stop top one.
Just noticed I have my work cut out for me when I want to try to outdo curling zone. The guy who's doing curling zone is sitting right in front of me.
Keeping track of the scores just as well as we are.
Well, he's closer to the scoreboard. He's going to see it faster than me. That used to be a guy by the name of Jim Wendling. I don't know how he does it. He does 80 things at once.
But gets 100 of them done.
Right? That's, yeah.
He's the busiest man in the Wausau Curling Club. Coach, dad,
I would say state of Wisconsin.
high school coach, teacher,
Right.
bus driver now, certified bus driver.
Here we come. They're hammering this rock. We're back to our game. And he gets a double.
Got the double there. Field card off and partially covers a stone in the back of the house. Yeah, it's pretty open. The ice is moving pretty well. I'm sure Corey Ward can get to that. He looks to be playing hit or board. Hand to the hip normally means board weight. A little bit lighter takeout. Control.
Ward team sporting the ever popular Badger on their shoulder.
Like we mentioned before, that Badger patch is a very coveted, very sought after award, especially one that says champion on it.
Definitely.
Well, looks like an exchange of rocks here. Go through the end here. Mansell with the fourth rock at the end. Fifth rock at the end, excuse me. And Johnson's first. And hit that rock out and get a little roll behind that other long yellow guard. Got the roll, but not enough to get covered up. So Ward's going to go back and trade. Try and trade paint with these two. Turn the yellow rock into red.
Little up. Sweepers are communicating that that rock is a little up.
A little sweep here and there, trying to do it curl a little more. Hung out a little bit on him, but still made the hit and did stay. Fist bumps on the Ward team. Feeling good about those shots.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what that sign was there.
But they're pounding it. Elliott sees something that he wants him, yeah, oh, that's why.
Yep. That must have been a little inside. As Bob Euchre would say, a little inside.
I think he says just a bit outside.
Well, in curling it today, it's going to be a little inside. So Corey Ward's going to try and draw here. It looks like behind his yellow rock, and or excuse me, behind Mansell's yellow rock, and try and hide here. Try and park this right on the tee line, straight back from that yellow stone. So how's the web chat looking?
It's there.
Any questions?
People are quiet.
They're all watching just like we are. So Ward with his first two. Mansell with the hammer, two remaining for him. Going to play the tee here, and based on his last draw to the button in the previous end, he should be automatic here pretty much. Knows what tee weight is. The guys are sweeping for him. A lot of room to get around that guard.
It glides in. That bonus
right to the tee line, just like they wanted. Well played. Mansell's going to take a look at this one. Partial cover, looking at talking about playing the draw down two, maybe draw down with a little bump. Bump it about a foot, out of the 4 foot possibly. Foreign players is down there discussing it with them. Or they can play the chip and roll over. Big shot somewhere. Let's see anything. Trying to concentrate on our game too much. Okay, so looks like we're going to tap that back. Call by Aaron Johnston here to make sure everybody's on the same page. Draw shot, 4.5, 5 feet here. Just want to be able to move that rock just off the 4 foot or just back far enough.
Looks like Elliott was taking a little extra time to visualize. Maybe he didn't like the look of it, but he does have to have a little weight to tap.
That's correct. He's going to have to get that to move. They're going to have to add some sweep to this to get it there. Waiting for it to curl.
No sweeping. No sweeping at all. Doesn't quite look like a
guard by a bunch here.
Heavy tap. Maybe a touch tap.
Oh, they're only looking to move it 6 inches to a foot.
That did it.
Yeah, they played what they were looking for. They just needed to sweep probably a little earlier, catch the inside of that red rock to push it out, and have their shooters stay more toward the center of the circle.
Sure.
They got over top or past center on that red rock, which caused them to slide out a little bit to the side of the house. They came in. Played it pretty close to what they called. Just missed the sweep a little early. I'm talking about it. Third, lead and the second are talking about their sweeping and the line where that rock ended up. Corey Ward going to come down and play right in that pocket again, I believe. Maybe throwing up a guard here. Thinking he's going to try and roll himself to that yellow rock.
Corey coming down with his rock, urging on the sweepers.
Oh, wow.
Urging them on.
This looks like a all guard here. Going to rub that yellow.
Yes, he will.
But that's going to give him a little better guard. I don't know if that was what they were looking for, if they were looking to get down in there. I missed the call on it, but.
Well, we already knew Corey knew T-line weight, so.
So I'm thinking if he threw that light of weight, he was looking to guard that, try and steal away home. So Hammer coming up for the Mansell rink. He's going to try to draw the 1 foot. You can see our 100th anniversary logo for the Wausau Curling Club embedded in the ice in the 1 foot. He's got to get about half that stone on there to get count. And at this point, doesn't want to give away another point. So Mansell's rock in motion. Sweepers are on it. Might be a little tight on the line. Get it right to that tee line. Center intersection of the house. The center line and tee line coming together in that 1 foot. They're around the guards. Swept it right by. One red. Steal for Ward.
So Ward steals 1 in the third, goes up 2-1 over Elliott Mansell. I know that there's a update on E, but it hasn't been hung. Oh, there we go. Justin McBride gets on the board in the third in with 1, and now ties it up 1-1 over Farblow out of St. Paul. Just waiting the finish of the women ends. I want to thank everyone for joining us. We're up to about over 250 people on the stream, which is fantastic for a 2023 USA Curling Club National Championship Finals medal round, playing for gold, silver, and bronze here for the Wausau Curling Center in Wausau, Wisconsin. Happy to have you. Let us know you're here, who you're cheering for. Throw it up in the chat. Had some great matches going on, especially the feature between Elliott Mansell, former winner a few years back of the Club Nationals, and Corey Ward from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, the Eau Claire Curling Club, about an hour and 20 minutes away from Wausau, straight down Highway 29.
So the Ward rigged through their first stone into the house right on top of the 1 foot. Hoping to bait the Mansell ring into trading stones with them and playing takeout. Mansell wants to throw up a corner guard here. Looks like it's going to slip in the house with the weight they're throwing here. Might be okay. Waiting for it to curl over a little bit farther. And they get a real nice corner set up there. Try and hide under that after entered a rock or two here. Since they didn't go to take that out, Corey Ward's going to cover his stone. The next lead stone on his team. Eklund sweeping hard here. They're over the hog line, but I think they're trying to keep it straight, and it is just going sideways here at the end. Pulled right over.
In the third in, and Swiss Helm scores a 1. So that score now is 5-2. Politano over Swiss Helm in the women's gold medal match.
Looks like Corey Ward went out to hog line here and looked at the ice. Thinks that he might have had a rock pick. Piece of debris got on the rock, made the rock turn left. Open up. So Mansell followed that rock down with a takeout and made a roll under Ward's redstone and Mansell's corner guard. A little bit of jawing going on there out on the ice between the two skips, or giving each other a little
ribbing.
Ribbon, I think. Yep. Well, little smiles going on.
Yeah.
All in good fun, I'm sure. All in good fun. Lots of smiles.
I'm sure they've run into each other over the years at various bonspiels. Chris, how many of these competitors do you think played junior curling, and how many do you think came to the sport later? I know it's total. You have no idea, but
yeah, there's a handful or two of junior curlers that have played into these ranks as regular club members, playing toward club nationals. Some played in national championships before, like you said before, in Swiss Helm. Some of the competitors we've seen over the week, a lot of these, Aaron Johnston, junior curler, Corey Ward back in the day, he doesn't look like a junior anymore. But he played in juniors, he played in men's in the, I believe, the late 90s or early 2000s. He probably got in there. Somebody on the web chat could probably give us a
No,
more definite time on that.
Oh, maybe. I think what I was getting at is that you know, as a grassroots competition,
Oh,
um, you know, it's probably, let's say it's 50-50. It still shows that
you
you know,
could
at the
achieve a
club
national
level,
judge. Yep.
you can hitch up with people and go and compete. And that's what makes one of the things about hosting a national championship here in Wausau great, because it gives your local club members a chance to see, you know, a different level of competition. We all like to compete at some, whether it's even making a shot, you know, that's kind of competing, to moving on up to
Playing at a
maybe,
higher level, that's for sure.
you know, league championships, club championships, going to Bonspiels, moving up to, you know, USA Curling Club Nationals.
Looking at our feature game here, yellow sitting one covered up. Ward playing down around the guards and looking to draw the top four. Try and hide their rock a little bit. Run down a little bit there. Swept it a little bit harder, but measurable difference at those two the way it looks. You're probably wondering why they wanted to sweep that rock. They didn't want to leave it right on the tee line and let them nest against it. They wanted to make it a little harder for them to set up a score here by laying down against their stones.
So Mandy Hampton and Cynthia Smith. Cynthia Smith is on a little steel expedition herself. She stole in the third. It is now 3-0 over Mandy Hampton.
Wausau team working hard, sweeping this rock, moving it to the top 8 foot, maybe to the top 4. Oh, they're working it hard. He's hollering. They're laughing at each other there. Having a good time out here. No seriousness for the finals here.
Everyone now playing the fourth end. It's weird. Everyone's walking that way right now.
Waited for their shots to get over. Oh, Corey Ward looking at the rocks here, determining what he wants to do. And he believes he's going to take that rock off. That's his own stone. And he's going to look at a couple different angles here. He's going to look for a bonus. He's going to look for a double of some kind. Try and move that back into one of Mansell's rocks. And communicating there with his team what they're looking for. Looking weight-wise. Calling for a takeout. Full takeout.
Spencer Eklund, vice for Team Ward. See his delivery. Oh, slip there.
Oh, unfortunate.
Not
On
just
his
a
recovery,
slip.
the broom had hit the rock, fouled the stone, and the rock is removed from play. A little slippage here. He kind of had some bad footwork, and then when he came back up, the head of his broom.
I don't think so. I think it was his sweeper. I don't know. Either way, it is a rock that's going to get pulled.
Yep,
It's
it's
a burned
removed from
stone.
play.
Yeah, we saw one of those in, I forget even what round it was. Even at the high levels, it happens.
Nerves.
He'll try to
Trying to
avoid eye
catch up with
contact
that.
with the skip for a little while.
Oh, I don't think he'll do that. He'll just they'll recover quickly. It happens. It's happened to the best of us. Hopefully not on the hammer stone. Huh. Especially when you need that rock. So, Mansell's team with the third's first stone. Playing down here. Gonna try and draw around the corner again. Top guard. Top rock of their 4 foot. Try and come down to that red.
There. Nice shot.
Oh, nice shot. That's a little power triangle going on there.
Ward said, I can do
yellow.
that too.
Yep. He's going to look to draw right down on top of that Yellowstone, try and stay on the inside just a hair. And I believe that to be 2 yellow with a measurable distance on the one on the tee line. And the red at this point. Very close. Our cameras are pretty good, but well, I'm not sure. So 2 yellow sitting. Ward's team signaling this rock's moving along pretty well, doesn't need any sweeping, and is not finishing quite as hard as that other rock because it does have some more weight.
Quite a bit more.
6
so
feet.
We'll sweep it to the back of the 12.
Yep. A little more weight, kept it from curling early. Elliot Mansell gonna try and throw up a rock to the top 12 here, kind of cap things off, try and bank this 2 or 3. You normally don't guard with the hammer, but as we've seen all weekend, teams playing with the hammer sometimes play strategy that's similar to non-hammer strategy. And Aaron Johnson asking for more broom here. Thinking, I don't know where you're playing, but we need more broom.
Well, let's see if he's right.
With the slower rock like that and asking it to stop early, I believe we need a lot more room. Lighter stone. If they sweep early, they might keep it out there too long. Won't come back. It's coming. It's curling. Almost at the hog. You can watch it close in on the center line there. And they're looking to get it to touch the center line, I believe. And they do. A little bit over. Well placed guard. Oh, Corey Ward. Saw him draw before. Right to the button. That's where we see him trying to place his rock. Right on that button, just inside the yellow and just slightly above it, out counting it. Although he's at a 2-1 lead, his 2 rocks. He's got to do some work here. His yellow is sitting 2, possibly 3. Ward's first stone. 2 remaining for Mansell. They're working hard on this one.
They are.
They are really working hard on this one. They either got a read that says that this rock is light or it's real obvious right out of hand.
And the Eklund comes out to give a hand.
They're around the guard and looks like they're going to get to the 4.
Still moving. It's still moving.
Good.
It's still moving.
And they get to second count, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe third count. 2 yellow rocks.
Yeah, yellow 1 and 2 for sure.
Yep. Top yellow on the top corner of the 4-foot.
Have to do a little thinking now.
Yeah, but probably close to half to 3/4 of an inch at least.
But credits to those sweepers. They
picked it up
rock.
right away. Picked it up right away and took that rock quite a distance. So now, Mansell talking about what they want to play. Where do you want to go? Where's our best opportunity? How do we monopolize on this and get these rocks home?
Those of you just joining before this shot, welcome to the 2023 USA Curling USA Curling Club National Championship. And what you're seeing right now is the men's gold-silver game. The winner of this game will be the gold medalist, and the loser will walk away with silver. They are in the 4th end, finishing up with Corey Ward from Wisconsin, 2, Elliot Mansell out of Denver, and then Mid-America, 1.
Team communicating back and forth. Skip asking where do we want to put that rock? Remember where we talked about, and where do you want me to put it?
Adjustment.
Play into the top 4 foot, right next to that red stone. That's where they're asking him to put it. Sweepers are sweeping hard. And that rock is moving in here.
Delicate shot.
Wow, they are gonna be really close to that red rock if they don't hit it.
They're gonna hit
right on it. Oh wow.
Didn't move much.
Nope, didn't move much. It's probably still third count with yellow being count stone on the tee line in the red, and the one rock is straight above it. 4-2. So I believe if you come down and tap that yellow red, you don't do yourself any harm, but you gotta play a draw here.
2 rocks left in the end. Mansell has the hammer, playing yellow. Sitting 2. Corey looking to find a way to keep that from happening.
Mansell looking for a way to monopolize on all those yellow rocks in the house. So Corey Ward with his last stone in the 4th end with hammer to follow. Here's the rock. Releases it. His sweepers are right there. They are ready to sweep. Oh, they just had some odd footwork and coming over the top of that stone with their brooms. I know they want to be close to that rock, but it's a tough one here. Oh, they might have rubbed that one enough.
Ooh, a little
and
spin.
That one gave a little spin. So yellow is sitting 1. Red is now 2 and 3. That makes a tough shot for Elliot Mansell to get 2 with the hammer. But that red rock is sitting out there. He could hit that on the inside and roll, or come down, touch the inside of that rock, and sit right there.
Got a lot of action in the hammer shots here as we finish up 4th end play. They're measuring on sheet E in the bronze. I know McBride is going to score at least 1, maybe 2. I'll let you know in a minute. I know Mandy Hampton just threw. No, it would have been Smith would have thrown her. Nope, they scored it. Okay, Mandy threw her hammer, scored 2. So she finishes the 4th end down 1. 3-2 to Smith out of Denver Curling Club.
I believe the red was the.
Okay, so McBride scored 2 in the 4th end, and that puts him up 3-1 at the 4th end break over Farbelow from St. Paul.
Fisher coming down to bring the score. Here comes Mansell's rock over the near hog. They're working hard to sweep this rock, keep it off that other yellow. Play the chip off there, and do they keep it? Yes, they do. So 2 yellow for Mansell with the hammer. Nicely played. A little angle off that red stone.
Hammer shot coming from Politano. She's already up 5-2.
So Mansell 3, Ward 2. Try and get you an update here.
Looks like Politano might have just scored 2 with her hammer to extend the lead. Let you know in a minute. Women's gold versus Ann Swisshelm. They're going to look. I don't know if they agree yet. They're going to measure. So it's 1 for sure for Politano.
Sheet B, red 3, yellow 2 after 4.
That would be Cynthia Smith beating Mandy Hampton by 1.
Our feature game on C.
D is the women's gold. We know that Politano is going to go up by at least 6-2 and possibly 7-2 over Ann Swisshelm in the gold medal.
Measuring right now, occurring on sheet D.
And sheet E would be the bronze for the men. We know McBride finished up with a deuce, go up 3-1. And as they measure, we'll let you know when we see it who's got the rock. But we'll take a moment. So fourth end break. Welcome to everyone tuning in. The 2023 USA Curling Club National Championship.
Oh, no, there's the
It is
answer
red.
was red.
So Politano extends it, lead 7-2 after the fourth end. So everyone's just going to regroup.
All sheets are on the mid-game break.
Nourish, hydrate, tell some jokes.
Ice crew's going to sweep the sheets, collect any erroneous sweater fuzz. And the ice crew's going to also throw a little bit of pebble down the slider path, keep the ice fairly consistent.
4 games, Chris. 2 of them are 1-point games. One of them's a 2-point game. And the women's gold is
5-point.
They've got a little separation going on. Politano is on a roll.
Well, that big end kind of gives them a little bit of breathing room on sheet D for the gold. But I don't think that game's going to go away very quickly here.
No, we know that Ann can battle back. She can get her team to execute, and we expect a close one at the end for sure.
Yep.
Here's what'll happen. You know, if we're streaming sheet C for the men's gold and silver, the women are right next to them. There's the ability perhaps to cross over and see some of the women. But right now we're sticking with sheet C and the men and sticking with updates. It is a Jason Card cameo, Nathan. He's the scrape master here for Ice Tech, USA Curling Ice Tech, Sean Olson. I want to thank all the volunteers that make this national championship at the Wausau Curling Club happen. It wouldn't happen without volunteers. It wouldn't happen without support of the Jan and Ron and Jan Clemish Charitable Fund for the stream. We thank them for that. Thank Wausau Area Access Media for the stream technology, the cameras, the graphics, the 2 guys up top that make that all happen. I want to thank other sponsors such as Crystal Finishing, Baird, UMR, Reuter Ware, the Greater Wausau Chamber, the Samuels Group, especially our president, Kim Susans, chairing this event with Jim Wendling, as if he wasn't busy enough. And then all the volunteers who staff the merchandise, staff the bar, staff the kitchen. Just the list goes on. I want to thank USA Curling for the support. Dean Gemmel was here all week with Craig Perry.
You'll see Dean at the end of these games handing out the awards. After all 4 games have finished, we'll have a few minute wait, and then we will stream live the awards ceremony and then do a little wrap up.
That is correct. We will provide the medal ceremony.
So stay with us if you're. Don't leave when the curling's done. You'll want to see the awards get presented to the respective teams that'll win those.
So Chris Ward throws up his first rock.
To the back of the 1 foot. Nope, that's on Mansell's teams.
Yeah, yep, my bad. I knew that. Cameron Cabrera.
Chris Ward is now throwing his stone.
I'm assuming Chris might be Corey's son.
I wasn't sure on that. I did not. Don't know that.
Somebody in the chat, I'm sure, knows that over in Eau Claire.
Maybe somebody will chime in and let us know.
If it is, that's fantastic, because that would be 2 teams out there that have father-son combinations. Another thing that makes curling great. I mean, when you can curl with a family, curl as a family, that's just very cool. So the question is Chris Ward Corey Ward's son? Brother. Oh, okay. Well,
got that answer in a hurry.
That's cool too. Because the brothers are out there on Farblow Rink too.
You're covering your tracks fast there, Steve.
Hey, you got to think on your feet.
Or on your seat when you're sitting down.
My feet are touching the ground.
Okay. So, oh, wow.
And that was unfortunate.
That's not a well-planned miss, that's for sure.
Shock on Corey Ward's face.
He's had a couple of those in this game. He had, on first end, thought it was going to clip that rock out. And the dejection was evident when that rock skated right by there. Thought he was going to get a little piece of it and get it moving.
Yeah, he sure did. Well, let's see. It's early in the end. See how that plays out.
There's a Farblow supporter in the stands with a bright yellow sweater on.
That sweater, Chris, is from 1985. That's a Minnesota State Champions patch from 1985.
Okay. I believe that to be Willie.
It is Willie, because it's what is stitched on the front of that sweater, actually.
I've played against him a few times. Thought I recognized him walking through. Can't miss that guy. Well, unless he turns sideways, he's pretty skinny. Not like me.
You know, it's fun to see the people that you know through the curling world. Jeff Goodland stopped in, well known over in the Eau Claire rink. Andrew Stopero is supporting his sister out on the ice for Politano, and his dad is coach. Just, you know, you're going to see people you know.
Well, and curling is a family affair. Here we go. Ward makes the hit and the roll over. Not quite the double.
Here? It's interesting when you see people come off the ice that you wonder how they got on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unfamiliar faces here walking around like they own the place. There you go. It's a Sunday afternoon at the curling club here in Wausau.
I think they just took the wrong turn in Albuquerque and quickly got out of the place that they knew they shouldn't have been.
Well, Corey Ward here playing a hit. Hopefully looking for a double, I believe, on a bonus. Just going to get the roll over the top, and rock does not hang around. See White underneath there, so White is probably pulled off of the red rock is pulled off the house. Looking hard here. We're going to shoot at it anyway.
Does look like a little white gap. No sweeping on this shot. Front end, there we go. Sweeping for some curl. They hit and they roll, nestle up to their other yellow stone, sitting 1-2. Corey decides he wants to take that close one to the butt.
Because that inside rock is a little bit closer to the tee line, if he hits it on the inside, he's going to spill both of them. See what comes out here.
And they're on it right out of hand.
Fifth rock at the end.
Very hard, keeping it straight.
Actually pulling it out.
On the side.
Obviously
Fills
needed
both.
and rolls out with it.
Yep.
Wow, and Ward's got a hammer, so I'm thinking this is going to look like another blank. But I could be wrong.
As the skips share a chuckle.
It's a good kind of game to play when you're having a good time with both teams out there. So, Mansell playing the draw down here, just trying to throw something into the house. I believe they were looking to possibly throw up a card, but that rock just kept on going and going. Fist bumps. Some discussion on the last shot from Mansell. Ward looking to hit. Last third stone coming down the ice here.
Soft brush.
He's hitting it pretty hard now. But, get a little roll to the 4-foot, touch the one. Well executed. I believe they're going to just try and keep hitting, trading paint here. Paint that red rock yellow. So fifth end, first of Mansell's 2 rocks. 2 rocks remaining for Ward. Red and yellow exchange. Roll right over the pin. Right, almost as perfectly as you can cover the center of the rock. Center of the house. Corey Ward looking to throw a clockwise rotation or in turn. Takeout, exchange.
First of his 2 stones. He has the hammer this end.
Oh, found a little debris there in front of the hack. Cleaning his stone, recleaning his stone. A few locals in the house here having a couple of beverages in the afternoon. Watching a little curling. So Ward's first stone in the 5th end. Hits and rolls out. Leaving Mansell a wide open house to either score his rock here, try to score his rock, and Ward then follow him with his last stone. Mansell's last rock in play and released. Takes a big breath before he throws that rock out there.
So we got a little clean. They seem to be happy with it. A little sweep.
Bring it right to the tee line.
Yep. Makes Corey hit it.
Wow, big shot over on one of the ladies' leads. Moved 3 stones shot there. Sorry we didn't get that.
I think it was the far below rink that did that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
So Corey Ward here to hit this and split out, bring the hammer back in the even end. Keep the hammer, play for the 6th end.
Sweeping out a hand.
It's straight.
Sweeping hard out a hand.
Oh, he's got just a piece of it. They're going.
And he's perfect with the hit and roll out.
So, clean house, blank end. Where'd I hear that before?
Hey, we just touched 300 viewers, Chris, so congratulations to you. You did it all by yourself.
Oh, no, you did a lot here. I didn't do anything.
It's all those Facebook posts that you put up.
Those shameless self-promoting?
Yeah. No, it's a...
It was for the club, all for the club.
Definite interest. I mean, that's why everyone's jumping on. It's the gold medal, it's the silver medal, it's the bronze medal. There's watch parties I know in Detroit, and I know you guys want to see more of Ann. I get it. We can only do one sheet. Right now we're doing Mansell versus Corey Ward. And but we're happy that you're passionate. So keep being passionate, keep being curlers.
And hang in there. You never know, we may end up switching over here at some point. This game, it's tight at 2-3. Ward retains the hammer. In the 6th, with the blank. Hands go up. Weight looks good.
Some guy was wondering if he was the 300th. I really don't know. But now we have 305. Bruce Schultz wants his $3 or $5, Chris.
His $5 for what?
I'm not sure.
Well, come down and talk to me about it.
Farble is throwing a hammer shot right now in the men's bronze game versus McBride out of Hollywood. He's currently down 3-1. He did hit. He is rolling though. And he will score 2. Okay, so he gets a deuce to tie it up, 3-3 after 5 in the men's bronze. So McBride and Farblow are tied in the men's bronze. That game got tighter. And then the Hampton-Smith rink matchup. Smith with her hammer comes back and scores 1, extends the lead 4-2 over Hampton. Now going to play the 6th end. Still waiting on Politano. They do not have hammer. He scored in the 4th end.
Our stream game on sheet C. Ward with the hammer coming back in the 6th. Down 2-3.
Looks like they're making Ann draw, and it would probably be for 1. Maybe a hit for 1. Maybe a hit for 2.
Fifth round to the end here. Ansell's throwing a little bit of a hit, I believe. Nice shot. Get a little better out of it. Took Ward's stone off. Ward looking for a hit and stay right there. And be in the free guard zone, but well past the free guard rocks.
It's looking like Ann's throwing to, I'm assuming this is the hammer right now. Hit.
I believe so.
And it was for 1. So Ann answers with 1 in the 5th. It's currently down 7-3 to the Politano rink out of Ardsley. At-large bid into the USA Curling 2023 Club National Championships.
Ward and Mansell exchanging rocks on the corner of the house here. Corey Ward leaving his short of the house on the last hit. Mansell coming down, looking to do the same, and actually rolls to the top of the 12-foot. Corey Ward looking for a hit on this stone. Believe around board weight. Gave the hand to the hip. That would be his hit, but not too heavy. Weight's looking close, and they're starting to sweep for a little bit of line. Maybe trying to make it curl. No, a little outside. We've had a couple of those just squeak by on those takeouts, and
recurring story, yeah.
Hasn't hurt him a lot, but starting to add up.
It is. You know, what do you think's the issue there?
Maybe just a little pressure. Could be a little flare in the release. Could be getting a little bit wide. Not concentrating well enough. Just some fatigue setting in. It is the, 8th game they're playing this weekend?
For them, it's the 7th.
7th, excuse me.
Women are playing 8 because they played tiebreakers. They were both involved in those tiebreakers. In the gold medal game, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams in the gold medal were 3-2 after round robin, and they had to play tiebreakers. And the
4-1 teams.
4-1 teams
are playing each other for the bronze.
Yeah.
Kind of a misfortune or change of fortunes this morning.
You know, just goes to show you, you lose a couple, it doesn't mean you're out.
Corey's using a lot of hand signals here. Looks like he's in church.
Huh.
So, third for Corey Ward. Team Mr. Eklund gonna throw the first of his stones. Trying to peel a double off here. And runs one back straight up. Leaves one rock in the 8-foot and his rock in front of the house. So looks like we're going to put some guards up now for the Mansell rink. He's looking to drop top here. Cover that up. Try and steal a stone. Score without the hammer. Aaron Johnson's second rock of the end. Leaving just skips rocks on Mansell's side. 3 to play for Ward. Calling him to keep on bringing it and get it to finish as hard as he can. Trying to get that rock to come farther and curl farther to the inside. Corey Ward's got to hit his own stone back into the yellow rock. Sacrificial lamb.
Well, yeah, sometimes that's the best call.
And makes the shot, rolls to the outside. So he's got an opportunity here. Possibly for 2 with the hammer.
It is down to skip stones. See who can generate a point or 2.
Ward and Eklund having a discussion in the back about how that rock was supposed to get hit. One looking for the roll underneath, one looking for the roll to the open. Or just as differing results there that they were talking about could have happened. Mansell's first stone in the 6th. And in-turn take.
They're hitting it hard.
Really hard now.
And they do get the stone.
Just catch a stone, enough of the stone to get it out and roll through.
Yep.
Oh, Corey Ward's going to draw around his own stone.
Why not? If he sits buried,
Mm-hmm.
might get the skip deuce.
Now we know he's got draw weight. He put it right on the button last time coming this way.
Gives it a second look.
First to 2.
Five, little shade over 5 feet ice.
Yep.
Corey, as you see, lifts the stone. One of the few, you can tell that he's been around a while.
Don't teach the lift anymore. New curlers are just sliding rocks.
Gone are the old days of giant backswings.
A giant backswing.
Heavy frost, no nipping.
And he's going to draw the back 8 here. Possibly touch the back 12.
Well, what do you think here, Chris?
Well, Mansell's going to kind of follow that same line. He wants to stop a little shorter and not curl quite as far. But he doesn't look like he's got as much broom. Maybe he doesn't think his rock curls quite as far. Aaron Johnson's going to clean the rock's path. You can do that prior to the shot release. So, Elliot Mansell going to throw the in-turn takeout, or in-turn draw, excuse me, in-turn draw. And they're on it right away.
They are.
A little inside or?
A little on off, but you know, that's out there.
Oh, it's moving fast though. It is turning sideways at this point. Really pulling hard. And, oh, he's close.
They'll be behind, they'll be past that. And will they get, where will they end up? Past the tee?
On the 1 foot. Back on the 1 foot.
That is a nice shot.
That was a very nice shot.
It's a lot of pressure on Ward now.
So he's going to try and duplicate his shot. Possibly just tap that. Or sit right on top of it.
Welcome everyone again. For those newcomers, welcome to the USA Curling 2023 Club National Championships.
So Corey Ward trying to draw around his top rock down to the tee line on top of the yellow
Hammering it
stone.
hard.
It is moving sideways.
Hammering it hard.
He's going to be really close here.
Clear the front. No,
no, they
not.
did not. A steal of 1 by yellow.
Oh boy. They knew right away it needed it. Pounded it hard, ended up crashing on the top guard. Elliot Mansell comes away with a steal of 1. So in that, he'll extend the lead 4-2 over Corey Ward.
Corey Ward will retain the hammer for the next end.
Gold medal game here at Wausau Curling Center. Winner gets gold. The loser walks away with a silver, which is just as fantastic, really. But they're going to battle for that gold, I'll tell you that. Was a tough shot. A couple ends that are close to finishing. I'll bring you those as they happen. Again, while we have a moment and they take a break, thanks to our sponsors again, Crystal Finishing, Baird, UMR, Ruder Ware, the Greater Wausau Chamber, Samuels Group, Ron and Jan Klimisch Charitable Fund, all the volunteers that make this event happen. Putting on a national championship is a huge undertaking, and our members answered the call, so thanks to all the Wausau Curling members on this stream or watching it later. We all thank you for the efforts that you've put in.
Back to our feature game. Beginning of the 7th end here. Mansell Rink draws the top 8. Corey Ward looks to set a corner guard on the same side of the center line. Not sweeping on this one very early, that's for sure.
No, they're just taking a stroll next to it. Now a little sweep. They just want a nice guard.
Yeah, well played. Zone 2 guard. Approaching zone 3. Mansell's going to throw up a guard in front of this one. Tries to bait Corey Ward to go after him, play a takeout game with him. And trade, and trade. And if he's not going to do that, they're going to throw up a guard in front of this. They're going to play it right down to it. Had a little more weight than what they were looking for, so.
Well, scoreboard management, Chris. Ward's down 2 in the 7th end with the hammer.
We've got to draw some rocks and get some rocks in play. Whether he plays them to under his guards or he plays them into his the back of the yellow rocks, freezing them in there, trying to find any way to try and pick up an advantage stone.
Oh, Justin McBride with a hammer shot that almost was, but it was not to be. Looks like Farblow is going to score 2. Farblow 5, breaking the tie. McBride 3 after 6 in the bronze game. So men's bronze, Justin McBride 3 and Farblow out of St. Paul 5. So one into play, I guess. Nope. Playing the 7th.
So Mansell looking for another guard and got a rock deeper in the house here. Actually rattled his stones around a little. Gives Corey Ward a little backing. So they're going to play down to this stone, get under the corner guard that they threw up with their first stone, and try and freeze that red rock back corner yellow.
Politano and Swiss Helm, women's gold game. Politano had the hammer. She took 1. Now up 8-3 after 6 ends in the women's gold. Politano, the at-large bid into the 2023 USA Curling Club Championships out of Ardsley. And Swiss Helm out of the Great Lakes Curling Association, playing for Detroit Curling Club. They're chatting at the hog line. Smiley playing on.
Thanks for the compliment, St. Paul. Glad to hear that we're generating some interest in the game across the U.S. We've got some people from all over.
Chris, you're such a self-promoter. Shameless.
Gotta be. It's curling.
I don't know what that means.
You got us. It's all promoting curling, Steve. Come on.
All right. I'll bite.
Okay, so Ward curled down behind the guard. His guard didn't quite get to count, but Mansell went after the guard and chipped it over to the side, or tripped it out. Shooter rolled out with it, I believe.
Well, Corey makes that call in the Hampton-Smith match, the women's bronze game. Smith out of Denver and Hampton out of Madison. Smith extends the lead. She stole 2 to go up 6-2 after 6 ends on Mandy Hampton and the Wisconsin team. I have to think that there might be something, I don't know. I thought that Mandy and the team would battle a little harder, but you know, Cynthia's a great curler too. Their team is, they're both playing in the bronze. We know that Mandy did pull herself out in an earlier game. And that was a game that that team lost to the Wausau home berth as a host of national championships for club. The host club does get a men's and a women's berth, and that was our team's win.
Lisa Landon skipped rink. So Corey Ward took a while on his decision on what he wanted to do here, and I believe he was looking at back circle weight. Really looking at what he's trying to do here. He's trying to get to that yellow rock, and I don't think he's going to move too much. He's going to slide over. Oh, that's actually a fairly good result, but it is a potential double. Set up a potential double. He's looking for the nose, if nobody missed that sign language there from Mansell to his team. And Corey Ward talking to his players, saying that was on me, guys. So I don't know what he was. I missed the call there. These guys are busting hard on Aaron Johnson's.
I'd say.
Really hard.
Boom, boom.
Pick their own out and leaves 3 yellow. Still only, I believe, oh, there's a real tight 2 there.
1 yellow for sure, maybe 2.
I'm guessing that's just a little tighter, that yellow, but Corey's going to move that rock. He knows he's behind by 2, and he sure doesn't want to give up any more points to him right now, especially with the hammer.
Exactly.
So,
especially in the 7th end.
Looks like he's playing a solid weight take here, I believe.
Soft release.
Yep.
Asking for a little sweep right away. Called off. Back on.
Okay, back circle 8, a little more. Cleared rock, and using that yellow rock as a protector on the back. The shooter's looking to monopolize something with this rock and ask Mansell for a different shot than what he was asking for. So he's going to take a look. Yeah, there's a potential double there. We catch it here and drive it back. The shooter rolls over.
I think I did hear him say it's kind of hard, but.
Yep, and part of that is he would possibly jam that back in there and leave it there. So he wants to move this rock on the tee line, possibly get the roll underneath there and be sitting in the 4-foot, sitting 1 and 2.
Curl.
Yep, which tells me that it's going to hit the outside edge. Oh, it was. Corey Ward playing conservative here. He's got to get some rocks and keep some rocks in play. Playing a draw down 2. Freeze, corner.
Got a fan club member for Team Ward from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome, Beverly from Vancouver. That's awesome. I've been to Vancouver 3 years ago, and it was beautiful.
So Ward's playing the draw down 2. T-weight. Corner freeze on the second count for Mansell. Gonna get a little bit. Got a little bit of that stone and ends up second count kind of exposed.
To fact check myself, Chris. I don't know if it was Vancouver. It's just over. Vancouver's just over the border
North
from
of Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. So I was there.
Yep.
There's Borchardt Gardens. That's where I was.
Vancouver, British Columbia.
Went,
Pacific Northwest.
Went killer whale watching.
Killer whale watching.
Yeah.
I did a little whale watching off of Bar Harbor when I was on a motorcycle trip here a few years ago. We didn't see many whales. Got some spray from a couple. Oily, fishy belch would be the.
Use your imagination, folks.
Yeah, don't need much there. Pretty graphic. So Mansell's looking to take this rock off the back 8 foot. And possibly, I believe, get the roll behind.
And he does.
Oh, yeah, he does. Beautiful shot.
Oh, boy, yeah.
That's going to make it tough on Ward. He's looking at playing his own stone, I believe, again. He's done this a couple times. Going to play his own stone back, double the yellows off, roll his shooter off, not completely off, but to the side just a little bit toward that yellow stone. Still staying in the 8 foot. So, see how successful he is. Getting that second rock and not jamming, it's pretty tough. His third hasn't really looked at the angles there. So, I would be taking a look at that where I do want to hit, where I don't want to hit. Where's my advantage there? Usually get about on this shot, you probably got about a ½ an inch to an inch of surface area you can hit on that redstone and have a relatively successful shot.
Well, he's got to move some granite.
Yes, he does. If they move his, he's going to be in trouble here. But he also needs to keep his rock in play. His shooter needs to stay in play to give him a chance at a deuce.
Calling a sweep.
Oh, he's going really hard now.
Yeah, they want it.
They are screaming hard.
All the way hard.
He's going to get almost nose. And, oh, he gets the roll off the back of the 4 and does sit 1-2. But sets up a double. And Aaron Johnson's calling this from a perspective of hitting the count stone and sliding across, popping the back of the other stone. That's a pretty tough shot, but if they think they can make it, it must be closer than they appear. Oh, something was said here that they're looking at a different. Communicating well on this one. They're going to make it. They're taking a lot of time to talk about this. I don't know if slashing that through the hole there is what you're going to try and do. You're going to try and hit that, and then you're going to pop over and slice off the backside of that one. Yeah. Okay. That's what he's looking at doing. And Aaron Johnson was looking at the top rock first. So
Well, it's whatever Elliott's comfortable with.
So he gave him a different broom. That okay. He's looking at where he's going to hit it. I believe. Nope, that's where he's going to hold the broom. See if they're on the same page here when he's in the hack. Must be. It's not having him move the broom.
Here he comes. And out of hand sweep. Oh yeah, they want it all the way hard.
He's looking like he's going to get up on the nose of this shot and take it straight back.
Oh yeah, plenty of weight on that shot.
But he did kick the red over far enough that the red is fourth count.
Fourth.
Wow.
Elliott is sitting 3.
Unfortunate.
Corey's just kind of like, what do I do?
Yeah, the triple. The triple set. And scored the deuce. That's a hard, wow. Actually, I believe that might be better result for Mansell than he was looking for. Really puts the pressure on Corey Ward. I don't think there's anybody out there could have given that. He's going to take a timeout here. They're going to talk about this because they really need to score a deuce here, and they're going to have a hard time doing this. There is a shot for the triple, but if you miss it, give away 1 or 2. It's kind of letting the game out of the bag.
Chris, since we're getting close to the 8th end, I'll remind you that there's a little piece of equipment you're supposed to do something with. I don't know what it is or how it works, but
it's a transponder for a remote microphone that Dean Gamel will be using, and a controller for our microphones.
You remember.
You bet.
And when?
Well, Ward's on timeout. He's looking at his clock. Gonna do quick community service here.
Yeah, so if you're joining us, welcome. It's the 2023 USA Curling Club National Championships from the Wausau Curling Club, the Wausau Curling Center in Wausau, Wisconsin. If you don't know where that is, it's right in smack dab in the center of Wisconsin. We're about 2 hours from Madison, an hour and 15 minutes from Green Bay, home of the Packers, an hour and 20 from Eau Claire, where Ward is from. And this is his hammer shot. This is could be a decisive hammer shot either way.
So Ward makes the take for 1. Good decision, I believe, on his part. Keep the game close. Try and steal his way home. For our crew in the loft on the bird's nest up there, the remote mic.
I'll give you an update on sheet E in the bronze game. In the 7th, Justin McBride scored 1. Now coming home, still down, trails by 1, 5-4. So Farblow is going to have the hammer up 1 in that bronze medal game. Farblow out of St. Paul in the Minnesota Curling Association. Waiting for a Politano update. And we're also waiting for Smith and Hampton to finish up. They're playing the women's bronze game. Politano and Swisshelm are playing the women's gold game. And they're currently huddled atop of the house, and Swisshelm and team wondering what to do. While Politano huddles off to the side and waits. And does have hammer in this end, and she is down 5 points. 8-6 is the score.
The Ward rink. Asking for a technical timeout here to see if their first stone is on the center line and part of that tick rule.
Are you sure? Because it looks like they're throwing.
Oh, they are. They must have determined it's on the line. Because Corey asks for a technical. You watch him throw his arms up and crossed pattern there. But Mansell must have walked out and said, "Yeah, it is on the line." So I'm not
So
going
he
to touch
agreed.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
So Mansell does not want a rock there that in the house that Ward can play down to. Little smiles and laughing going on here again. Corey Ward needs to get a little wall built up and trying to get a rock in there to hide, play for the extra end, or steal two to win the gold.
In the women's gold, I can't quite see. I'm going to assume that it's Ann's hammer. Ann's playing yellow stones. She's sitting second count. First count goes to Politano. And there are no other Swiss helm stones in the house, but there are two more Politano stones. Here comes Ann's shot.
She's throwing a heater, Ricky.
Is throwing a heater. Is she looking to spill on the top guard? And so, okay. So that shot did not go, and that was not the hammer. My apologies. She will have one more shot.
Mansell rink drawing their second shot of the end to the top of the four. Behind the two red stones that Ward has put on the center line. And he asks for his second to draw down on top of that.
Megan Stopera is asking
Oh, we got another fire on another stone here.
Politano to remove Ann's sole yellow stone. And Sire makes the shot, rolls out. Politano sits, looks like 3, with now the hammer by Ann.
Corey Ward sweeper's working hard. Another guard up there. So, 6th rock of the end here. Mansell goes to clear some granite.
Our game, 1 point. Ward is down, however, without the hammer. Looking to steal to tie it up. Or somehow maybe steal 2 and win. Comes Ann's shot. In the gold medal game.
Peels off one guard.
I'll update you as I see it.
Corey Ward going to come around the guards from a different direction here. Change things up, give them a different view.
Ann scores 1. So Politano 8 and Swiss Helm 4. Playing the 8th end now. They're handshaking.
Handshakes on.
So there it is, our first medal winner. The Politano, excuse me, rink out of Ardsley, the at-large bid, is your gold medal winners in the women's medal game. And Swiss Helm will bring home silver with the rest of her team. They huddled. I'm sure she's saying what a great, how great she feels about playing with them. Proud of them.
So Corey Ward's rock came up a little bit light, over curled into the guards on top, and now gives a
hugs to dad
rock
by Megan Stopera. Coach.
He's real happy with it. This
Hugs all around. Happy emotional time for them.
Mansell trying to clear some granite here. They're going to throw a big rock down this side, sweeping hard. Looking to clear one or two of these at least, I believe.
And they did get two.
And they were looking to get it. They were really close on that third rock also. Watch that come across the face. We've got a little bit of a replay with the live stream for behind us here. And that second rock just missed.
Close.
Just missed that.
Might have came back and touched theirs in the house, but it was close.
So Corey Ward trying to come down with this fifth rock at the end. Freeze to that yellow rock, or actually pull around the corner.
Looks like, I don't know if I mentioned, in the women's bronze, they're playing the 8th. Cynthia Smith is up 7-2 over Mandy Hampton from the Madison Curling Club, the Wisconsin representative.
Ward's rock checked up hard and came up a little bit short here, I believe.
In the other men action, the men's bronze, Farblow versus McBride. There's going to be some applause here in a minute as Politano comes off the ice. It's a young team. It's great to see.
Yeah, Mansell Rink split off one of the guards of Corey Ward's. Corey once again playing, I believe, another guard. Looks like that's what he called.
A lot of family members here giving hugs all around.
Great support. Love to see that support.
And the Swiss Helm Rink will come off with some applause too.
And Corey Ward gets another
silver medalist for Swiss Helm.
A lot of background sound here for you.
It's that good kind of sound though, Chris.
Oh yeah. Joyous curling sounds. Nobody has a terrible day.
It's better than the vacuum cleaner.
Aaron Johnston here looking to take out the guards. Ward's working so hard for.
Yeah, so now, you know, there it is. Mansell sitting in the house with one. He's got the hammer. Ward needs to generate a point at least to tie this game. There is a guard to come around on the right side.
But I believe he is going to freeze to this stone.
Ask for the perfect freeze, huh?
I believe so. He's going to sit right on top of it. He put his broom down there. So,
for those of you joining us, we're finishing up the medal round here at the Wausau Curling Center, home of the Wausau Curling Club, and the 2023 USA Curling Club National Championships. This is Corey Ward's first skip stone, and he's looking to generate a point somehow without the hammer.
coming in the house. Really don't have separation here, but
corner
not
freeze,
bad.
corner freeze.
Not bad. Got a little separation. Mansell's probably going to just try and clear this red stone. A little bit of separation there. He can lose his back rock.
I don't know about you, but I expect to see a heater here, huh?
Well, I'm sure this is not going to be a touch takeout. This is going to be a gun. I believe it'll be a normal take or a little up.
He knows how close he is.
Yep. See where he wants to play it. So stretch there before he.
I'm saying he's a point away from being a gold medalist. Calm and cool. Pre-shot routine is smooth. Delivery smooth, out of hand, they're sweeping. Holding that line on the center line, just off center.
It's got a lot of weight on this shot. He's going to try and clear all those rocks.
And he does.
Very nicely done. Great sweep. Team rock there. Called, swept, and made.
Well, Corey's got no choice, I think.
Well, he's got to try and hide this, make it as tough as possible. And that still leaves Mansell probably half the 4 foot to throw to. Because if he draws the side of the 4 or down 8 foot behind there, gonna be tough. But he's got to put the rock in play and put the pressure on Mansell and let him determine his own fate at this point. So, Corey Ward to throw his last stone in the 8th and gold medal round.
Handshakes over in the women's bronze. So that will be Cynthia Smith out of Mid-America. Denver Curling Club will take away the bronze. There's hugs. Mandy Hampton will go away wondering.
What could have been.
Well, I just hope she's all right. Hope it wasn't an aggravated injury or anything like that.
Corey Ward gets the ring
Oh,
biter
and it's
in
a
the
biter.
back.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, his sweepers had to sweep to get around that guard, and look at how far that curled once it got past that
Time
yellow
out.
rock. It was tight.
Minute 23 for them. Nope, that's Corey's number.
Yep. I think they're a minute 14. I believe. I can't see with the, or 54 seconds maybe. Their 5th is kind of blocking the camera or the monitor there, so not too worried about it.
Looks like we have 2 stones left in the men's bronze. Farbolo is up 1 with the hammer. And he is sitting 1, but McBride has a sitting 1 in the close to the button. McBride has 1 top of the 4 foot. So we'll keep an eye on that. This would be McBride's last shot, last attempt at putting some rocks in scoring position and hiding them.
So,
And this is,
Mansell,
yep, go ahead, Chris.
Mansell's last stone. He's in the hack and preparing to deliver his stone. Corey Ward has a rock 3 inches approximately, 4 on the back, 12. Mansell just has to outcount
Out of
this
hand,
rock.
a little sweep, and then they're off. A little more
Oh,
sweep.
they're gonna hit it.
Light sweep, little sweep. Touch and go. Does he have it?
And it's clean. He's got it.
Nosed, stuck.
Mansell
That's
scores.
the win for the
It's
gold.
5-3 final.
Elliot Mansell out of the Denver Curling Club. He won this event before. Now he's at least a 2-time champion. I didn't do my vast history, but congratulations to him. Big hugs all around.
Corey Ward, his team going to take home the silver.
And congratulations to them too. And handshakes too in the bronze. That'll be Farbolo taking the bronze, beating Justin McBride in the Hollywood Curling Club. Farbolo out of St. Paul, so you St. Paulers out there at the club, drinks around Farbolo, I guess. What a great 4 o'clock medal round. You know, we finished up here. I don't even know what to say. It's weird to think that it's over because we've been at the mic here for several days, and it's always emotional at the end. You got winners, you got losers, but hope everyone enjoyed the coverage.
We will be going live with the presentations here.
Dean Gemmel making announcements about medals.
Yep, we will.
take an opportunity again. Thanks for joining us here at the 2023 USA Curling Club National Championships. What a wonderful 4 days we've had. Thanks to USA Curling for allowing us to host, and also being around for the support. Thanks to our local sponsors, Crystal Finishing, Baird, UMR, Ruder Ware, the Greater Wausau Chamber, the Samuels Group, the Ron and Jan Klemish Charitable Fund, which was instrumental in allowing us to bring you this stream. And then in conjunction with that was Wausau Area Access Media, providing the cameras, providing the technological things that we needed to make this happen. Kim Susans and Jim Wendling are co-chairs of the event. Tireless workers here every day, morning and night. First to come, last to leave. Claps for Far Below. That's cool. Thanks to all the volunteers at the club. Couldn't have done it without all of the volunteer effort that went into this. Strongly encourage other clubs to consider hosting national championships. There's so many benefits, so many to list. You can see we've got the medal stand ready. They'll be marching out to get their medals shortly. We're going to have McBride rink coming off.
We'll be going to a direct medal awards here in just a few moments, 5-10 minutes. So if you want to stay on the web feed, you'll be of our remaining 230 viewers. Hang in there with us for a few minutes. Listen to a little bit more of our.
I'm glad they don't have to
on the ice.
Look at our faces anymore, but because I wasn't even paying attention. Look at me.
Yeah, well, you point at the camera and then they turn it off.
Yeah,
so.
I suddenly realize I'm on and they turn away from me, but don't come back to me. There's the stands.
Stands cleared up pretty quick here.
That's because
packed.
everyone came down to
give hugs
give
and
hugs.
backpack.
Yeah, they're still here.
On the back.
I could see them standing in the club room. Now there's a lot of activity too because people are packing up and moving stones. Sean Olson's going to be heading out of here soon.
Yep, there's a lot of work going on with the ice committee, ice crew.
Their work never ends, it seems. But
and look at that, Jim Wendling not doing anything out on the ice again, corralling rocks for the Curling Association.
You jest, Chris.
Yeah, tongue in cheek, definitely.
Yeah, and I see I'm back on, and they'll probably cut away right now. But thanks again. Thanks for joining us. We will be cutting away shortly for the medal ceremony. I'm Steve O'Keefe and
Chris Horek.
Partner in crime, Chris Horek. This has been a great opportunity for me to try something new. I've never streamed before, never announced before, and neither has Chris. So we hope you enjoyed it.
We hope we can do this for you again. It's a fantastic event for us, for our club, for our community. And the curling community consistently just keeps coming back and giving back to the communities that are participating in these championships. So
there's a shot of our famous neon Wausau curling sign
right above our bar area.
Paul's Pub. Those of you who have been here maybe have seen Paul's Pub. Paul and Ruth were longtime curlers. One of the things that makes curling special is, once you're a curler, you are a curler forever, and you support your club any way you can. And Paul and Ruth donated money when we built this facility, and we named our pub, our bar, after them. So that'll be forever immemorial to Paul and Ruth Schultz. We're holding on here for the medal ceremony as the athletes congregate and give hugs. We're waiting Dean Gemmel to lead them out onto the ice and award them their gold, silver, and bronze medals.
I believe they're all talking to each other, and players are putting some of their equipment away.
When that happens, we'll bring you that live out on the ice. Until then, you get to look at us some more.
Possibly find something else to turn one of the cameras on.
Yeah, just a great started Thursday night here, Chris. I know you didn't join me until Saturday.
Yep. Chuck Miller was your partner in crime.
Yeah, so I want to thank him.
Thank you, Chuck.
Two draws Thursday night. We had a great banquet Wednesday night. That was the beginning. And from there, we moved on through round robin play. Two teams on the women's side went 4-1. They ended up meeting in the bronze medal game. And Cynthia Smith took that home. And then
two teams going 3-2 in a very tight pool play on the women's side.
Well, yeah, I mean, even go back further, 4 teams go 3-2. So they meet at the tiebreakers this morning at 8. Sure. And out of that comes Swiss Helm and Politano, who end up playing for gold. So, they played 8 games. And then on the men's side, you had 2 teams, Ward and Mansell, go 5-0 in round robin. No tiebreakers. They meet in the gold. And what a great game. Elliot Mansell walks away with a gold. His second one for sure. And so Denver, they can start the party. And, Eau Claire might as well party too, because there's going to be a silver medal coming home. And then the bronze medal game to see Justin McBride against Farblow from St. Paul in a grueling battle.
We thank our St. Paul friends for tuning in.
Sure, you betcha. Tuning in from anywhere.
They had a pretty good sized watch party coming from there also.
That's fantastic. We support each other a lot. We send a lot of teams over to St. Paul. They send a lot of teams over to us. So, we're like curling brothers, I guess.
Men's bronze.
Women's silver, men's silver. Wait, how did I do that right? Women's silver, men's silver, and then women's gold, men's gold.
And there's interim CEO Dean Gemmel from USA Curling giving the announcement to have the athletes line up in a proper order to get their medals. I don't even know if you guys can hear me anymore. It might be all on Dean's mic.
The athletes are getting lined up here, feeding out on the ice. Interim CEO Dean Gemmel going to go out there with them. Get the.
So guys, walk out to D. We go D, E, and F. All right. Walk out to the table and then across.
Wow.
So there they are streaming out. Medalists at the 2023 USA Curling Club Nationals here at the Wausau Curling Center.
I believe you will.
We don't know if we have people coming up, but we don't know if we're on yet still or not. So we're just filling some time until.
So
pitch to Dean.
in the view you're seeing on the ice here, Kim Susans, our club president, Dean Gemmel, and who's the other gentleman out there,
so
Steve?
It's Craig Perry, events manager. And you're right, with Kim Susans, our president of the Wausau Curling Club, and interim CEO in the fancy dressed attire, Dean Gemmel.
All right, thank you, Central Wisconsin, and thank you, Wausau Curling Club. As the national governing body for curling in the United States, one of our important parts of our mission is to run quality national championships. And we can't do it without partners like we had here in Wausau. So we're very grateful to this facility and this community. I want to thank some of the key people involved. Kim Susans here did such a great job for us. Jim Wendling, her co-chair, is in there. He did scoring, everything else. He made the letters that we're actually taking for the sheets. Steve O'Keefe was key with the webcast and helping make all of this come together. I want to thank all the volunteers in the kitchen over there. If they can hear me, I don't know, but thank you. Wedding soup. I want to thank all the guys and women on the ice crew who helped. Sean Olson, lead ice maker for USA Curling. Jason Card was his deputy this week from Eau Claire. Thank you, Jason. I want to thank all our officials. Did such a great job all week. Thank you. And most importantly, I want to thank our competitors. All of you out here and everybody who competed this week, played hard, exemplified the spirit of curling, and it was a terrific week all around. So let's get to the medalists. Women's bronze medalists. From the Denver Curling Club, the Mid-America Curling Association, Team Smith, Cynthia Smith, Dana Rosemary, Miriam Johnston, Nancy Mall, Renee Sobering, bronze medalists. Congrats. Congratulations, Dina. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats, Nancy.
And just announce if they want to come over for photos.
Yep.
Come down the carpet.
Congrats.
Team shot there, too cool.
If anybody would like a full team photo here of the
A
team,
little bit to your left, ladies, and we'll get the crest in there. Thank you.
there we go. Thank you. Congratulations. Next up, our silver medalists from the Detroit Curling Club and the Great Lakes Curling Association, Team Swisshelm. Skipped by Ann Swisshelm, Melissa Turbo, Stephanie Whitmore, and Jenny Levy.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats,
Thanks,
Ann.
Jane.
Congrats, Melissa.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Nice shape. Wrong color.
Another bronze.
Thank you.
Congrats.
They're supposed to be silver.
Oh, right. Hey, guys, we gave them the wrong ones. Silvers. They need silvers. Hang on, we gave them the men's bronze. Small error. Anne actually pointed out that it was bronze. I tried to dispute her and say they were bronze, which they were. Here we go. Silver medalists get the silver medals. We'll take just an extra moment so we don't have to Photoshop silver medals in later. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for getting
All right. Next up, our gold medalists, our 2023 USA Curling Club National Women's Champions from the Ardsley Curling Club at-large representatives. Sarah Politano, Team Politano, skipped by Sarah Politano, Megan Stopera, Amber Will, and Elizabeth Harmon. Saray, I had it. I had it, Saray, and then I went Saray. Sorry. I was right in it. Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And their coach, Bill Stopera. Congratulations, ladies. Well done. Next up, our bronze medalists from the St. Paul Curling Club and the Minnesota Curling Association, Team Farbelow. Mike Farbelow, Tim Solon, Jake Farbelow, and Nick Farbelow. Congrats, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Congrats, Timmy. Yeah. Congrats, boys. Yeah. Congrats. Yep. And now our silver medalists from the Eau Claire Curling Club and the great state of Wisconsin, Team Ward, Corey Ward, Spencer Eklund, Zach Oliphant, and Chris Ward.
Thank you, Kim, for everything.
We got it. Congrats, Corey.
Thank you, Kim, for everything.
Fun to watch you guys this week. Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yep. Congratulations, man. Thank you, boys. All right, I have to say one thing. Team Mansell won this event in 2020, which led to a series of events, I believe, that I hope don't occur again. But nonetheless, our gold medalists, our 2023 USA Curling Club National Champions from the Denver Curling Club and the Mid-America Curling Association, Team Mansell, Skip Elliott Mansell. Third, Aaron Johnston. Second, Simon Jarrett. Lead, Cameron Cabrera. Alternate, Sean Franey. Congrats, Elliot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Awesome event.
Congrats. Yep.
Thank you. I'm making it tough with a hat.
The hats do make it tough. Congrats. I like the Colorado hats, though.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Now we've got the trophy.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. All right, we can bring back Team Politano to receive their trophy as well once these photos are complete. So here they are again, your 2023 USA Curling Women's Club National Champions to get their bowls and trophy. Team Politano. Take a bowl, Bill. There you go. Trophy management. Trophies and bowls. Hold the trophy up.
And then turn to your left so they can get a photo.
And once again, here they are, your Women's Club National Champions, Team Politano. One more round of applause for them. And now, once again, your 2023 USA Curling Club National Men's Champion, Team Mansell. No, there's boxes. We have boxes. You get more like that. Yeah. Well, you didn't plan. You didn't plan for victory. Congratulations. Thanks everyone for attending. Thanks for all the support here in the community. Congratulations again to all the champions. Good curling for the rest of the season. Thanks guys. Yep. Thanks guys. Yep. Yeah, you can take pictures.
And we're back here at our broadcast booth, at least I am. And as the players file off the ice, Steve's returning here, getting a few photos that he can post up to the website. He is our website manager, I believe, or at least our Facebook post manager. Thank you once again for listening in, watching our broadcast, web stream broadcast of the 2023 USA Club National Championships. And we'd like to thank our sponsors one more time.
Sure. Bristol Finishing, Baird, UMR, Greater Wausau Chamber, the Samuels Group, Ron and Jan Klimisch Foundation Charitable Trust, Wausau Area Access Media, our stream partner.